time. Distracted driving. Ray and Tim and Jay from behind.
Good.
Distracted driving! Boop, boop, ba-doo!
And that's how we start the show. We never know how.
It has been
and I think we found
so
it.
long since we've done this in the dark.
How do you feel driving in the dark with the lights on?
I don't like it. I hate it. I enjoyed the summer.
I did too.
Summer's
Summer's
gone.
gone.
We gotta start recording a little bit earlier.
Although we had a muggy wave yesterday, which was just
I loved it.
disgusting.
I loved it.
I hated it.
Give me the heat. Give me it all summer long. Give me it winter
Well,
long.
the heat's one thing, but that mugginess,
It's not the heat.
it's it's the humidity that kills you.
What's up?
Good, you? Not much, you?
I'll ask questions.
Good.
You randomly answer.
I don't
wrong.
answer questions like that well. It's always usually, what's
How
up?
are you? See you later.
Yeah, like that.
Me too.
Or I'll say, how you doing twice to somebody. How you doing? Good, good. How you doing?
I always look at him sideways. I'm still good. I'm still good.
The ironic thing is I didn't care either time.
Oh.
I'm just doing it to do it.
Right? Because
You're
I'm really not paying attention, to be honest with you.
You're not the only person that does that.
Yeah, I know. I just feel stupid.
Alright.
So how was, let's see, let's talk about the now. I know this is
This is
going to
air in many weeks.
Sure.
Yes, so
But let's talk about the now and people can figure it out later. Labor Day Bash was awesome.
Yeah.
We
Fantastic.
had a fun time there.
I just watched the whole episode for the first time.
Yeah, I watched some of it.
I watched
because it
15 minutes.
Transferred when you sent that first line.
So I don't know what happens.
Weird.
I think Dropbox must cut it at 15 minutes because it was perfectly at 15 minutes.
Was it?
So
Yeah.
so when I sent the link, it must have cut it
Yeah,
that.
because, well, Justin's was perfectly at 15 minutes as well.
I wonder if there's more to it.
There might be more to it.
I'll have to go back and look at
Wow,
that because I
I
can
didn't-
download it. So if
But
I
it
go,
seemed like that was the ending, didn't it?
it did.
And a great ending, too.
Yeah, that one. I don't know. So I'll check ours, but
Justin's was our deck ceremony.
Yes.
Yep. If
Great big dick
So
ceremony.
if you go to the file and look at the whole thing, you can see it's
Okay.
29 minutes, 54 seconds long. It's
Oh,
very-
cool.
It's,
Justin's or
Ours.
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 Oh, okay. Because I saw the
Tradesman
first half.
episode is the best ending to any episode we have. As far as I'm concerned, it's my favorite episode.
I lived it. I don't have to see it.
I
think Jay will enjoy watching it because he might not recall all of
I
it.
don't recall it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Well, our plan was to go faster, and it's funny because we did it. The way we filmed it was we had the plan of interviewing as many people as we could, and then there was a big chunk of time where we just never got back in the truck again.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. It worked out. I didn't cut anything. It worked out to be a 29-minute, 30-second episode the way we did it. And if we had had more interviews, I would have had to cut a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly. Like, we've actually got this down that we know what the hell we're doing by accident.
You don't even have to look at the clock.
No, just done.
Was it because it was getting darker and...
No, it was difficult to get you to agree to do things, Jay.
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't wrangle you
We
up.
couldn't get you to commit to things.
As
You
long-
and I had a contest on who could sit in the chair fastest, just to try to get you to sit down.
And that killed
you would,
about 10 minutes.
And that was about 10 minutes long. And you would look at me going, I can get in that chair faster than you two, but I'm not gonna. And I go, on the count of 3, Jay, let's see who can get in the chair first. 1, 2, 3. And you go, you're just trying to trick me. I'm faster than you. I can get in the chair, but I'm not gonna.
Wow.
And then you just point to me going, I love you.
I do love you.
Yeah, well, you told me. And then you bit me.
Oh.
I remember
But you
that.
told me you bit me out of love. So.
Oh.
But
See, I love hearing about this because it's another guy. It's
It
another.
is complete- I've
It's
never
another
seen
guy
that guy.
wears a J suit, and let me tell you, he's different.
you physically look different.
I hear that.
Your eyes get crossed.
And you can watch the episode and you'll see Jay transform slowly. It's like if the Hulk took 12 hours to turn into from Bruce Banner to the Hulk.
Well, he destroyed my tent at the end of the night.
No, I believe that was Chris.
Kristen.
No.
Oh.
You came over. I had
Yeah.
a table on top of a table,
Uh-huh.
folded up. I had 3 chairs on top of those tables.
Uh-huh.
And you came over and started throwing chairs around. And then the 2 tables you knocked over.
I'm sorry.
And then as you knocked over the final table, it hit the tent, and I was standing right under the edge where all the water poured right over me. It was like
I
mean,
didn't
you
see
couldn't
that.
write it. I mean, you couldn't plan that. It just happened.
Did I get the laugh?
You got the, oh, it's time to go.
No laugh.
No, I'm
Todd
sorry.
told me he laughed.
Maybe Todd did, but for the people that know you and love you, it was, we got to get Jay home.
Oh.
Well, did you see
I
Chris?
think I said, Dawn, it's time to take Jay home.
Did you see Chris destroy my tent?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
My tent wouldn't come down. It broke. It was an old tent. I knew it's like, I'm just going to take it and throw it in the dumpster. So Justin and I are trying to get the tent apart. And he goes, I can't get it apart. He goes, do you want me to take care of it for you? Sure. He snaps his fingers. Manusian! Yeah. Smash the tent. He takes his drink, hands it to me, goes, you guys sure? Yeah. And then just demolishes the tent. My wife comes over. Is that our tent? What tent? The one that Chris, what are you doing? The poor guy. He puts his, I was told this was okay. It's completely trashed. It's like Hulk smash. He just went to town on it. And then Barbie's like, what are you doing to our tent? That's ours. I go, no, I was told. And Justin and I are both like, we didn't tell you could do that. He was very upset.
I heard that you almost suffered a serious complication during that.
Yes.
A certain leg popped up.
Good thing I already have 2 kids. I can't have a third. Popped up. I stood between me and the truck. I took him for the truck.
Oh, that was good.
Gives a meaning to the phrase pop-up tent.
Oh.
Yeah. On that note, what else are we going to talk about?
Well, we were going to talk about Facebook etiquette tonight.
No, we are going to talk
We
about
are talking about Facebook etiquette.
Face good.
We use Facebook a lot for distracted driving.
Yes.
How many friends do we have?
So on distracted driving, we have just about 500.
Okay, that's not bad.
I have almost 1,500 for Rubber Chicken.
That's great.
Tim Rice Photo has 1,300.
We have about 2,300 for WMRC.
Now, I went and did the research on how many friends each of us have.
Okay.
I know it's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I'm not even close. And I thought I had too many friends. So, but starting with myself, I have just over 500 friends.
Yeah.
Jay, do you know how many you have?
No
You
idea.
have about 740.
I do?
Yeah.
That seems like far too many.
It does seem like far too many, unless you're Ray Osier,
And
who has over 1,400 friends on Facebook.
I got around for a while on Facebook.
You have more
I
friends
am-
than my business page.
I'm not proud of it, but I was a Facebook whore for a while. And, those things stick with you. You can't get rid of those once you get them.
No.
You can't get rid of them.
See, I feel bad. I never defriend anybody.
This is how I defriend people. Because you get birthday notifications. If I don't recognize you or I haven't talked to you in a while, I defriend you on
your birthday.
Happy birthday.
that's awesome.
Because I just can't go in. I know people go in and they do a cleanse with their Facebook friends.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time to go through everything.
Who really has that kind of time?
Right? I mean, if you have that much time, then you should have that many friends and you should be on Facebook all day conversing. So I wait till their birthday comes up and then I ditch them.
When Facebook first came around, there was a news article that said the human mind is only capable of dealing with like 60 relationships.
60?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
And they said that's a lot.
It does sound like a lot.
But you have 1,400 people that are seeing what you're doing.
We have 12 in our little circle, and I think that might be enough.
That's
for
enough.
me.
Oh, it's plenty.
Yeah.
No, I think we nailed it right there.
I don't know. And I feel bad because I don't eliminate anybody. One, because people friend me all the time because they don't know about Tim Rice Photo page.
Right.
So they friend me, and then I send them a request saying, hey, go like this. And then I'm like, crap, now what do I do? Now do I delete them? That's rude. But
I consider these are all your stalkers. I think 90% of these people are stalkers because 90% of these people do not participate in anything to do with Facebook.
Right.
They go on and they
Voyeurs.
creep. Yeah,
Yeah.
they like to watch. You'll take any of us. We're going to start talking about the etiquette, but you'll take any of us. We'll promote charities. We will talk about bands. We will talking about upcoming events. And if we're lucky, we get a good handful, make it 5, 10. If we get something really big, like 30 people. Oh, 30 people like that. Oh, 40 people. Oh, but I tell you what, I put up a stupid picture of me with a mullet from 1989, 73,000 likes on it. I'm like, wait, where did these people come from? I haven't seen them in the past, 2 years. And oh, look, Jay's got a mullet. I like that.
Or early on, I signed up for Facebook when it first came out, and I think at that point you would friend all your high school friends.
Back then, it was the Facebook.
It was the Facebook. You friend all your high school friends and acquaintances, and then the ones you didn't like friended you, and then out of just respect, or well, not even that, but just like curiosity, you friended them,
Sure.
and then you were stuck with them. And then getting involved in the community we're involved in, I have musicians and friends of musicians and that friend me. I don't friend a lot of people. They friend me. And that sounded like a real egotistical
it
thing
sounded
to say.
horrible. But I know what you mean.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because of the not business we're in, but I guess the promotional business we're in. I get a lot of those friend requests.
But,
And
but you also have
accept
to
them.
run into those people anyways. You're doing your other stuff online. They find you because all of a sudden they're online. You're doing your own stuff.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You're not searching out people because who do you know to search out?
I know everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
I have searched everyone.
Right.
And they are all my friends on Facebook. And the others, I don't know. I mean, I could go through and probably, what did you say, 1,400?
Yeah, I think you have 1,400.
I could probably lose 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Everybody I need to talk to, really, other than maybe a dozen, 2 dozen people, are in this community.
Well, our thing is, the three of us have public personas.
Right.
We really do. That sounds
you're right.
egotistical too, but we do. Between this show, which 12 people watch. But I mean, Tim Rice
Are
Photo,
they friends, though, those 12 people?
and I got a lot of people through Tim Rice Photo. He's got Rubber Chicken Comics. You got everything from WRC and all the bands and musical things that you're in. You've got different things, and that's where these people come up.
Right.
I suck at names, so people come up to me all the time going, hey, I know this about you because I follow you on Facebook. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. I barely know 13 people's names, and that's about it. That's the extent I can carry.
They may know us through the work we do in the community. We don't know them.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I can't defriend them because I feel bad. So the fact that they took an interest, I appreciate it.
I don't think it's that bad to keep them. There are certain people that I don't know why. I didn't like you in high school. I didn't like you growing up. There's no need to be friends.
So I don't know if I want to go into this one.
But you don't have to name names.
No, I don't have to name names, but I have a follower that you two have
Sure.
interacted with recently.
Oh, yeah.
that
How did
fits
you
this
end up
particular-
friends?
We've never been friends.
No, on Facebook. How did you end up as Facebook
He
friends?
sent me a request. I
And
did not
you
send him a
accepted
request.
it.
I accepted it because I figured, hey, this might be good for business.
20 years later,
20 years
people change.
later, people change. He hasn't. He's she. You know who you are.
You would like to think that they did.
No, well, they did change. They modified and evolved in the personality they had that's now like a super personality with all the defects and crap that was with it the first time are just now older.
Yeah.
Yeah. He matured. He's she. You know who you are.
And I think you're able to be even a bigger asshole than you were on Facebook.
Facebook allows, Facebook emphasizes all the bad or good traits. If you were a good person, if you're a religious person, you're more religious on Facebook. If you're a
Yes.
political person, you're more political on
Oh,
Facebook.
God,
if
yes.
you're a dick, you're more of a dick because of Facebook.
It's like a caricature
It's an enhancer.
drawing.
You're
With the
well,
big head and the
Yeah.
features that are...
It doesn't count in
overblown.
real life because it's on the interweb. So boom, you get to do as much as you want, even more so.
Right.
Because it's not real life.
It's not.
I've had one person, she did it. She knows who she is. I don't think she watches the show. She might actually watch the show because I think she stalks everything I do. She sent me, it had to have been the 10th friend request since I've been on Facebook. And I know that you can block the person,
Yeah.
but I don't because I find it entertaining how many times she's sent the request and how many times I've gone, no. No, you're not going to be my friend. And the fact that I let all these people in and this particular person I don't let in, I actually use her for my security settings. When every once in a while, when Facebook changes their settings, I will notice that she has liked something. And I'm like, how did she like that? And I'll go back and look, oh crap, everything's public. And I gotta go and fix my settings. And then I call a mutual friend of ours and I go, hey, you know what, when you see so-and-so, thank her. Because now I know that my public settings have been fixed. And because of her, I've modified everything and now we're good. But just the other day, another one, hey, can you be my friend? Why? Why are we gonna be friends?
What are you going to do? You become friends. Now what?
Now what?
That's the question. Now
I'm
what?
having fun with the fact that I'm not joking. If it's once, it's 10 times that I've had to deny her.
Yeah.
I believe it.
But what is she going to do once she's friends with you?
I know.
Follow you, maybe, not talk to you. But now that
Stalk.
we're friends, what are we doing? Am I going to your kid's birthday party this weekend?
No.
Are we sending Christmas cards?
No.
Why are we friends? What are we doing? What's the next step in this relationship?
But when I looked at all the numbers and I had 500, I thought that was like, wow, that's insane. I got to cut that down. And then for the heck of it, I figured, hey, I'll look at what those two have.
I had
Oh my
no
God.
idea.
Yeah, you're over 7.
And again, though, the same way as you go, if it's the same way you go. If someone friends me, I do it, and then I go automatically to the chicken page.
I do the same
and
thing. And I go to Tim Rice Photo and I, hey, this is really
That's-
what you're looking for.
Because most likely that's what they want.
And it is. Most people follow me because of pictures, and I appreciate it. Honestly, I appreciate every friend request but one that I get on a regular basis. But
out of it, in all those friends, I would say there's probably about 15 of those people out of the, how much you say, 740?
I think you had 740.
Okay, there's about 15 of that I was like, holy crap, I didn't even know where you were or you even existed anymore. As far as I knew, you had fallen off the face of the earth. It is so good to talk to you. We catch up,
Yep.
for maybe a couple emails, and then we're done. I mean, again, we don't usually, go hang out, and, there isn't anything like that, but it was cool catching up. So out of all those, there's probably about 10, 15 people And out of all that together, there's probably only about, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 that I interact with on a regular basis over a month. I mean, that even seems like I'm stretching it with 30 and 40.
And then that's when we start a group
Yep.
where we can all interact without everybody seeing, which just makes it easier to
can't see with the
converse.
light. Am I good?
You're good, yeah. It makes it easier to converse on Facebook without everybody seeing your business. I wish there was like a limited time offer with friends. You know, we'll be friends for 10 days.
And then
we'll
can
talk
re-up.
for 10 days, and then we'll see where we are at that.
Let's see if we really like this.
That's a great idea.
I think
would
we
be
should have that
awesome.
in real life, to be honest with you. I think all marriages should be 7 years, but
7 years?
that may be a different episode. And then
Wow.
you just re-up the contract.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's like, hey, check in. You know, I don't know. Barbara and I have talked about this. She's not on board.
You gotta go see the counselor.
No, not a counselor, just
Well, so there's gotta be a middleman that
on your 7th anniversary, 14th, 21st, whatever you want it to be. You go out, you have dinner. How's it going? You do the pros and cons. Are we staying together? No. Cleanly, you walk away.
You want a birdcage?
We made a show of it. No.
Okay.
But anyway,
Sorry.
but I like your idea. Yeah, we should
Yeah. I don't know.
be like Snapchat for Facebook. Like friends just disappear.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Because I am curious to see how people are doing that I haven't spoke to in a while, and I do like going on the timeline just to see what people are doing.
And they could send you a message. Do you want to re-up this?
Yeah.
Nah.
Or you can
And,
just ignore it.
both parties have to be mutually agreed to it,
Okay.
or the friendship dissolves. Because to Jay's point, there are, I don't know, I'll say 20 people that I've caught up with on Facebook that it's awesome that I found them. I love the fact that the tool existed and I could catch up with these people. And then it died down after that. It's like, God, now
Well, it's always you have this great conversation and messages that go back and forth. Oh, so good to see you. How's it been? How the kids? Oh, you got kids. Look at how big they are. This is awesome. I can't believe it's been this long. Yeah, me too. Want to get together? Why would we do that?
We just caught up. And it's true. It's like we
You
went
don't
to
have that personal connection now. It's just Facebook.
we went to
If it was so awesome, then you'd want to get
you'd
coffee.
already be with them.
Well, that too. Yeah.
I went to what was it, my 25-year reunion, 20-year. I went to my reunion a
You
couple.
haven't been out 25.
Okay, then 20. I went to my reunion a couple of years ago, and it was funny because you run into people, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And everyone's like, "Oh, so what have you been up to?" I'm like, we're friends online, right?" And like, yeah, I'm like, "So you've seen
You
basically
know.
everything I've done."
Actually, Facebook has ruined the class reunion.
Exactly.
I believe it has.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't have class reunions anymore. We do it every 5 years. We skipped a year once, a 5-year, because everybody knows everybody.
You're
through
caught
Facebook.
up.
You're talking every day in some cases.
Yep.
You're catching up every day with the timeline.
There's nothing new. I know that she had a baby. I know that you just ran your first marathon. I know all this stuff. I know more than what your family probably knows.
Now try being me. I've ruined Mondays. I go to work, and I'll say, "Hey, what did you do this weekend?" And they'll tell me. And then, hey, you want to know what I did this weekend? I know what you did this weekend. You have a blog. You post your
We
life
saw the
on a
pictures,
daily
Ken.
basis. So I have no small talk left in me, and I don't like, believe it or not, talking very much. So I've already lost what I'm already willing to spend.
You had that much left.
I go to work every Monday, and the lovely woman I work with, she's like, "I know what you did this weekend." I'm like, oh, okay, well,
That's
we're good.
a great horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong.
We should talk
and
about it.
people,
Oh, go ahead.
people are going to say something, but at the same time, I do love seeing people, and I love going out and drinking with them. It's just, you lost that whole catch-up thing.
You love
Yeah.
going out drinking with people?
No, I love that whole, I love losing that whole catch-up thing, or cats-up,
Well-
whichever the case may be.
Do you notice that sometimes, or most of the time, the conversation starts with, "Hey, I saw on Facebook that you were doing this or
Oh, it's
that."
an
Always.
icebreaker.
It is, yeah.
It always is. And you know, for me, it kind of worries me sometimes because these are not people that I hang out with. And on a really weird occasion at the bar, someone will walk up, "Hey man, what's going on? I see you're doing this." And again, because I have apparently 740 friends, I'm friends with you online and you know about this, but we haven't interacted in how long?
I
Or
hate-
ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when they introduce themselves to you as if you're friends online, but they make you feel like you should know them in person.
Yeah.
Ray, it's me. I'm like, well, we've never met before.
But I'm
because-
Ray. I have 1,400
Right.
people to
I mean,
manage.
who are you?
There's no way I
There's a
could
lot
possibly
of
know who
yous.
you are.
You know what I mean? Like, just because you feel like you should know them because you've seen their face on Facebook, but you've never been properly introduced.
Oh, I get people that get angry at me though. And the problem is half the time it's when I'm drunk, and I'll tell them, like, you don't even know who I am. I'm like, I don't care. And they'll storm off.
I have people that walk up to my family at grocery stores and start talking to them as if they know everything about them and who they are. And then they realize halfway through the conversation, this has happened at least a handful of times, they've never met me. They don't know who, this is what they're saying to my poor family. And they're used to it going, You know my husband. Yes, we have a blog. Yes, you think that you know that we went to the zoo last week. And, yeah, that's great. When I first had Facebook, I lied a lot. Because I just found the tool to be funny. I would just lie. I'd make stuff up. One Friday night, Barbara and I sat there, and both of us at the same exact time, we were bored. We put "It's complicated" as our relationship. And Facebook blew up.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome. And we're sitting there. So then we started
Did your phone ring once?
No one
All
called.
on
No,
Facebook.
no one was
Nobody
that
cared
concerned.
enough to call.
And then I would write something to her, which I just like vague book, which is one of my biggest etiquette things. I hate vague booking. It's like, hey, please pray for me. I can't explain why. Oh, then I'm not praying for you. Is that on there?
Yeah, you want to
Oh,
talk
there's
about,
a lot.
Let's go through this. This
There's
is
a
some things I
lot.
wrote down. I want you guys to comment as we
All right, go ahead.
Bring it.
We got 10 minutes left.
No, we got some stuff to
okay.
edit, so we're good.
Do we? Was
I
it
think
that bad?
so, yeah.
Oh. All right, birthdays. We talked about birthdays a little bit. That's how I get rid of friends. Do you, when somebody wishes you a happy birthday, do you simply like their birthday wish, or do you feel like you have to comment with a thank you? What's proper etiquette on that?
I write a comment back to every person who took the opportunity to wish me a happy birthday.
Okay.
For me, it depends on if I interact with them on a regular basis. If I do, then I will write something back, try and be funny. If not, yep, I'll just like it.
Like it, okay.
Yep.
Because I get a lot. I have 14
Of course you do.
friends. I have more than for you guys. So for me, it's an ordeal. But
You're
what
in a different category.
What
we
I do
understand.
is
Do.
I monitor Facebook all day on my birthday, and I appreciate the birthday wishes I get. And I have to make sure that I see every single one I just like. Unless it's a close friend. But, again, if it's a close friend, I want a text, I want a phone call,
Sure.
I want to knock at my door at 12:01 saying, happy birthday! Don't do that this year.
Too late.
That's what I want from a close friend. Everybody else I can like. If one of you guys...
This is good. We should be writing this down.
All right.
If one of you guys just said happy birthday in the most generic form possible on my Facebook wall, I will defriend you. Because I deserve more.
Okay. What's next, Ray?
This is a good one. Patriots lost today. Horrible first game. Game day posts.
I hate game day posts.
Watch the game. Everybody's watching. We all saw what happened. We don't need your commentary.
Can we just
And
attach
if we're
that-
not watching the game, don't ruin it for us that are DVRing it.
Can we attach like a whole bunch of things? The weather,
Well, that could be the
weather,
Oscars,
the
the,
weather.
yeah.
The weather drives me crazy. It's snowing. All
Rainbows.
Rainbows.
Unless the rainbow's coming out of your ass, I don't want a picture of it.
The amount
I've seen a rainbow.
of double rainbows I've seen over the past 2 years, as if they were a magical unicorn that
That's
have
never
never
happened
existed
before.
before.
All right, I'm guilty of this. A few weeks ago, there was hail. I went outside, I took a picture of the hail, and I put it on the MRC page. That's newsworthy. And then I noticed on my timeline, hail picture, hail picture, hail picture, hail picture.
I think Tim did that once,
I
but
did
changed
it with
it up
ball.
a little bit.
Yeah. I did it with a wiffle ball. It almost made it to the news. People are forwarding it to the Fox channel, going, "Look at the size of
That's
that!
good.
Look at the size of the hail in Medway."
So stop the game day posts. We're all either watching the game or we want to go home and watch it later. We don't need
Or
your
we don't care.
commentary. Or we don't care, right. Personal questions. When you ask somebody a personal question, do you post it to their wall or do you private message them?
You should private message.
Okay, because
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll see on my timeline, Jay said to Don, "What happened last night and why did you laugh at it?" You know, that's personal. No, Don said to Jay that.
Done.
I get that backwards.
It's okay because I
It
got.
would have been funny if I said it right.
I've got a picture of whatever happened anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But yeah, okay. So personal message, important stuff.
It should never be personal messages on someone's page.
Or personal
But
announcement.
that happens.
Oh, I
You
hate
see that all the time.
Yes.
Okay. When you ask a specific question as a post.
Like, Mom, do you know Grandpa just died?
No. If you ask a question like, "Hey, what's your favorite movie, everybody?" That's a specific question.
Yeah.
Don't
Absolutely.
like that. Comment. If you're going to take the time to like that question,
I know that
you
personally
can
drives you
comment.
crazy.
Don't comment on it. Hey, did you get my message? Hey, did you see what I wrote to you? Hey, did you? Just answer what the question is. That's all. Don't ask any side questions. Don't put that
Just answer
random.
the question.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I've seen a million people that'll, what's your favorite scary movie? And they'll write, did you get my gift I sent you yesterday?
Now that I have you here, Jay.
I'm like,
No, I just can't stand when they like it.
Wait, what, that car? That's
What's
our
your
new
favorite
distracting
movie?
automobile.
Like. What does that say? I don't understand. Stop liking.
You like that I can type.
well, not for nothing. I'm kind of a like horse, so
You
I
are.
like basically
Jay
everything
is
you
the
guys
king
put
of
out
likes.
there.
But it's paid off for you.
Yeah.
Haven't you gotten like money from it?
Yeah, I have actually.
You know how I know when Jay wakes up in the morning? My phone explodes.
Yeah, mine too.
It's like an alarm clock.
All my
It's
pictures
like 11
get
o'clock,
liked.
time for lunch.
And he's awesome because I post the Tim Rice Daily Pick gets put on my page, my personal page, WMRC. It's in a whole bunch of places, and all of a sudden Jay's like, liked. It's awesome because he likes it everywhere. But it works because it sends it to the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
that's-
hey, Jake,
that's why I
like
do
a
it.
gallery. Don't like the 200 pictures that are
No,
in the
I don't
gallery.
find-
No,
that,
sometimes
no.
I really gotta check those
He's gotta
pictures
check
out
the
Well, you can check them out.
and like them. I like the ones where I'll like everything except for that one pic.
And then I wonder.
And then you're
I'm like,
what the hell is wrong with
what's
that
wrong
pic?
with this picture? He like 50 out of 51.
I do find myself getting frustrated, though, when I
You're on
do
Facebook
ask,
right now.
I ask, well, I have stuff that I'm going to talk about.
All right, well, you better hurry up.
When I ask a question, no. See, you got me all
I know,
riled
sorry.
up.
Flustered.
I
Flustered.
apologize. Well,
No. When I say something on Facebook and I get a response and I see that I got a notification, I'm like, oh, awesome, somebody said something, and it's usually one of Jay's wise ass remarks. Because he's the first to comment and like on everything, which is great. I love it.
I like it starts off.
Don't
son
stop
of a
liking
bitch.
my stuff.
But
you know what I'm excited about? Let's not rush. This is going to be our first two-part of this season.
I-
'Cause I see this just getting started at 26 minutes
Just
into the
like the
episode.
tea, it's time to start the show. The wheels are turning on the minivan. So says the guy from that astronaut band. It's Ray J, Tim, and the weekly guest. As far as YouTube videos, this one is the best. It's distracted driving. Distracted driving.